How's it going, everyone? It is Friday, December 14th, and I am here at Castle Trim, which is just northwest of Dublin by about an hour by public transport. And there's also this giant tower right beside me, which is, I think it's called Yellow Steeple. It used to house like a church bells or something like that. It was damaged in the mid-17th century. I'm not too familiar with the history, so I don't want to speak out of school on these vlogs. Or anywhere for that matter, but yeah, I do know that Castle Trim behind me was the location for some of the scenes from the movie Braveheart. I'm not exactly sure what year it was shot or what year it was released, but I know it was shot in 1994. So I kind of messed up today. That's the center building is called the Keep, and I thought that you could go inside there today on a Friday, but unfortunately during November and December you can only go inside the Keep on the weekends. So kind of screwed up there, but I was able to go inside the walls and do a tour inside, and the guide that gave the tour was very knowledgeable of the area, and I'm still really glad that I came. So yeah, there's like a moat. You can't see it from here, but there's like a moat around this castle too. Not like, I don't know if you can really call it a moat, but there's a river that goes beside it, and then like I guess they dug out to where people transporting goods could kind of just row their boat right up next to the castle and offload goods that way, which is pretty ingenious. Definitely a lot of thought that goes into this. The castle actually has like, it's almost like three castles within one. So you've got the Keep, obviously, if the walls were compromised, you could still hold up in there. But then there's this, let me see if I can point to it. Nope, there it is. Yeah, this. That is the south, I think it's the south gate. So that's almost like its own separate castle too. Really cool to check this place out. Glad that I did. It's a really nice day. It's not raining, and it's definitely cold. Definitely that time of year. But yeah, enjoying. I'm glad that I came here to Ireland. So I've only got a couple more days left. Gonna just kind of hang out in Dublin, and I might go down to the Wicklow Mountains on Sunday. The weather's supposed to be really nice, and you know, kind of cold to be doing some hikes this time of year, but I think I'm just gonna go for it. So yeah, let me see, where did I leave off last time? Last vlog I was at the Cliffs of Moher, so that's on the west coast. So I made my way back to Galway after that, and I just got a bus ride to Dublin. You know, it's fairly cheap. It's only like 12 euros to get, you know, all the way across the country. You know, I found the public transport here in Ireland is like top notch, easy to navigate, easy to find your way around. Like the buses inside all the cities are really easy to navigate. Some cities can be kind of difficult. I mean, you know, I come from the US where we don't really use public transportation, so maybe it's just that I'm an American and we're not used to using it, and I've just become used to using it over the last few years since I started traveling. But yeah, rambling on these things. So what else? The next couple days in Dublin, let's see, tomorrow I'm going to do some more things in Dublin that I have planned. I'm going to like a Christmas concert type deal. It's like an international Christmas concert with music from all different cultures on Saturday night, and then Sunday I'm going to try to go to the Wicklow Mountains. Not that much time left here in Ireland, but I've really enjoyed coming here this time of year. I know next time I want to come here, I want it to be a little warmer. It's definitely a bit cold, but you kind of just get used to it. And as long as it's not raining, it's really not that bad. But it is like, you know, it is like 34 degrees Fahrenheit right now. So it is what it is, and it's definitely really windy, or it can be windy. You know, man, when I went into the gate, we went into like the tunnel, the bridge to get inside the walls, and it was just like all the wind was just like funneling through the tunnel, and it was super cold. But man, good tour, definitely recommend checking it out. I think castles are just extremely amazing to all the Americans that come over here, just because we have none in the US. But mostly just been hanging out in Dublin the past couple days. I went to Newgrange yesterday, sort of an old prehistoric site, and yeah, so it takes, you know, I'm spending a lot of time on public transportation getting to these places. Definitely would have been a lot easier to hire a car but I just, I don't know, I'm kind of like, it's so early in my travels that I don't want to have an incident with a rental car, or, you know, have some unforeseen cost hit me this early. So lots of birds. I probably could have done Newgrange and Castle Trim in its own day if I had a rental car, and then possibly go down to the Wicklow Mountains. But, you know, whatever. I'm just gonna use public transportation. It's only like I paid 20 euros for a bus, you know, ticket return from Dublin. So there and back for 20 euros each day. It's 40 bucks, and then it's like getting low battery. So I need to hurry this up. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, for a rental car it would have been about 215 euros. So probably could have got a few people to split that with me, and that would have been cool. But I just don't want to have any like unforeseen, you know, costs hit me this early in my trip. So I don't mind using public transport and doing it this way. So there's so much to learn, and I did shoot a lot of video here and at Newgrange and on the Cliffs of Moher with my other camera. So I'll definitely be uploading some videos and sort of like an edited series video of, you know, similar to the way that my other videos are on this channel. So look for those after I finish going around the world. So I think that's gonna end it for this one. I guess the next vlog that I do, I'll be in Italy. So okay, so I thought I was nearly finished with the vlog, but then as I was walking away, I feel like I forgot to mention some things. So I'm not too far from where I just shot the other stuff. There's the damaged yellow steeple back there. I'm not sure what this gate is for. I'm not sure if this was maybe added later, or maybe it was part of the original castle structure, but yeah, I don't know. Sorry, you'd have to look that one up online. But yeah, there's another view of Castle Trim behind me, so a little closer. I forgot to tell you about how I tracked down my ancestor in Limerick. So it's kind of a crazy story, and I hate to be that American talking about finding his Irish ancestors, because I know in America it's like, you know, I don't know the percentage off the top of my head, but a huge percentage of Americans are related to are of Irish descent, you know. So I'm sure the Irish get annoyed, or like, oh, another American trying to track down their ancestries. But it's a really cool story how I found and how I got in touch with mine. So all I had was a handwritten address, and I was like, well, I'll go try to find it. I'm not gonna go knock on the door or anything, but I'm gonna go, you know, at least get a picture of where a relative of mine lives. So it wasn't coming up on Google Maps. I thought I was in kind of like the neighborhood, or the region, the neighborhood, what it was called. But in a short story, I couldn't find it. So I thought that would be it. End of story. I couldn't find him. I tried, whatever. I went back to my Airbnb and explained to the host, my Airbnb host, about what I was trying to do that day. And he asked me, oh, what's the address and what's your surname? So I gave him all that information. He was like, really? My mother lived 2 doors down from there. That's a crazy coincidence, but he insisted upon driving me there the next day, and he did that, and he went up and knocked on the door. I don't know if I would have knocked on the door, but yeah, anyways, he knocked on the door. The lady that was living there gave me a relative of mine's number, and I was like, well, you know, I've come so far, and I got my cousin's number now, so I might as well give him a ring. So that's what I did, man. I tracked down an ancestor successfully here in Ireland. It's a crazy story, and I can't believe it happened the way it did. But yeah, it's cool, like being in touch with people back home about, you know, how that all happened. But anyways, it's a cool story, and I don't normally plug businesses on here, but I'm gonna put the link to the Airbnb host just because he was such a great, it was like probably the best Airbnb that I've ever like booked. So I'll put a link below to his business. It's called the Robinsnest. It's just outside of Limerick, really close to Limerick. It's a good central location if you're gonna be doing like the Ring of Kerry or the Cliffs of Moher. It's a great place to stay. It's a really like homey bed and breakfast. So I'll put a link down below if you want to check that out. And yeah, so What other things do I have to tell you guys about? Couch surfing. Couch surfing, I'm not sure if you're familiar with that. I haven't actually done it yet, but I have used the website just to sort of like meet up with people. You know, I'm traveling by myself. I don't really know many people. So other than just meeting people at hostels and, you know, going for a drink, going for a pint, I've been going to those like couch surfing events. It's a cool way to just kind of, you know, everybody's showing up kind of alone, and like you just kind of meet people randomly and, you know, have a fun night. I've met a few like really cool people doing that, and also kind of feel like I'm getting a little sick, so I'm trying to just eat really healthy. I've been laying off of the beer. I haven't like normally. I've just been having like 2 beers and calling it a night. For one, it's like really expensive here. I mean, you're looking at like €5 per pint. 2 beers, call it a night. You know, can't be drinking like you're 21 anymore, and no liquor. I'm not drinking liquor at all. So, anyways, what else? I'm really looking forward to Italy. That's coming up Monday. So, man, Ireland's been great though, man. I love it here. Definitely coming back, but yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know about that in the little vlog. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.